Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in your local time frame of the world. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV from the beginning, where we take a young summoner and run her through her paces through all the MSQ quests. MSQ. Because MSQ quest is redundant. That's like ATM machine. Yeah, don't need to say that twice. But last time we rescued some Scions of the Seventh Dawn from the clutches of the Empire. We saw the Ultima weapon, the big bad nasty beast that is being used by the Empire to try to take things over. So we are back in Ul'dah with the freshly rescued Minfilia, and we will see where we go next from here. What does it get from this one? Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets, okay. Grim tidings, Caden. It seems that word of the Ultima weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Caden, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I started a side quest earlier too. I will get back to that later, perhaps. While I'm doing this transporting, be sure and give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and ring ding rang clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos go up and others appear on the channel. And I do record these live at twitch.tv/elecnor, so come on out, hang out sometime. Give me some fashion advice, and leave some comments down below of some gear you think I should look at, or even just styles, even if you don't know the gear from the game. Mention some styles you think I should look for. I thought I did didn't do the one I wanted to do. I wanted to go Husting Strip. Yes. Yep, there we go. Yeah, just I am a summoner, but I'm also an Aura. So should I go with something more robe-like, more armor-like? Because they have recently opened it up and basically unlocked gear glamours for that don't rely on the job you're doing. So while I can only wear gear for a summoner, I can make it look like I'm wearing gear for a monk or a paladin. So the Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. I'm sorry. You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seven Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Okay, I will say, with Raubon, the big guy there, like I said, I've played through this before. I see how he looks later. There's a big difference that still just throws me off each time I see him right now.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives.
And again, her upside down unicorn necklace there still says it's a unicorn head upside down.
Can we
every
now,
single time.
in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
From this empire, it does, though.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight.
You have to hand it to Raban. He knows what he's saying.
Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Raban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
The Scions aren't quite gone.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphanon knows how to time an entrance.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and 7 hells. Master Garland?
Oh, what am I,
And
chopped
you,
liver?
dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Okay. What kind of support structure must Minfilia's skirt have to maintain that shape like that? It's a very stiff leather or something underneath it?
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, We Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight.
I like her staff.
We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
There you go.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Rauban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well.
And now
How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
yeah, that's our job.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
So end the conflict by ending it ourselves.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
I'm looking at that
The
map
Maelstrom
there.
will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts.
Just looking at the map they have there on the table and the size of the continent, and knowing how much more has been added to that map as the expansions have come out.
Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Okay. The Waking Sands are are by Horizon, right? Yeah. So it'll be zip. Already here. I'll go ahead and catch a chocobo. Alright, chocobo porter to Vesper Bay. And actually, this is probably going to go ahead and break level 50. If it does, it'll be real, real close. So depending on where we get with these quests, may go ahead and knock out the level 50 summoner job quest, the final piece of summoner gear. So right now I am a 3-horned summoner. Can't see it really well bouncing on the chocobo's back like that, but alrighty, and here we be. I mean, yeah, I could use my own mount for that, but then I'd actually have to steer. Instead, I will just use the chocobo keep and let the bird steer. So another cutscene coming up. Good to see people on their feet, not lying around on the ground, which is pretty much their situation last time we were here. We have everybody here but Thancred. And Orianche's not here either, now that I say that. But Thancred shouldn't be here.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you?
Knock knock, who's there?
It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
See, I encountered some crystals of darkness when playing Final Fantasy XIII.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
So he was depressed, mourning, and exhausting himself. Yeah, that will make one tend to lean more towards being taken over.
He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light.
Yep.
What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons.
So you're saying I'm a hero of light?
I must confess, you do remind me of them.
Well, I hope my story goes a little bit longer than theirs does.
Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friend.
Well, there's
Let us
Rianche is
fight
there.
to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
For Eorzea. Alrighty. Oh, just a sliver. Just a sliver of blue left on that little bar right there. Let's see here. Altered woolen cowl, but I would not be able to equip headgear. Does double my actually I want to grab it. I want to go ahead and grab the money from this, and I'll do the level 50 job quest. Should give me a robe once I hit level 50. All present? Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Laminsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of Twin Adder in Gridania. Now let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Laminsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in the eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridinium to the north and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinium to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelfthwood. And finally, in Mordona, stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective being of destroying the Empire's new weapon housed within Castrum Meridinium. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridinium boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Riatan Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Praefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Caden, we would have you lead this assault. Riatan is a peerless field tactician. Short of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridinium's primary lines of supply. As soon as Riatan's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, the Leminson Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Phrixio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridinium's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the castrum. Its mission, to disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress, wherein the Ultima weapon is believed to be housed. Caden, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridinium, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordana. A wise precaution. The monstrous locomotive, which runs back and forth between the two castra, is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. Small the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridinium's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its 4th and final phase. This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Caden's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the Ultima weapon. Ba-ba-da! By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. I just got to take out a giant mecha beast that absorbed 3 primals. No problem. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the pirates of Limsa Leminsa to the monetarists of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1, and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the grand companies. Yida, Papalimo, Y'shtola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Why brain was not reading that properly. Arianche, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Oriange in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. You got it, dude! Minfilia, Cid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alphino mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and I like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. The driving drums. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. I cannot stress enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. There we go. It's a lot of talking, a lot of cutscene, a lot of reading there. But we'll go outside. Yeah, I just need a little over 6,000 experience to not even that. I gotta see the numbers again. See, 252 to 259, so 7. Yeah, right around 6,500 experience. I know I got a whole slew of quests here that would probably give me that. But I got places to go and people to beat up. You are welcome, Caden and Einvies of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to issue your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Prefectus Rihatan Sas Arvina. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Adalbert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Why am I having trouble speaking all of a sudden? Yeah, there's a duty that runs you right through there. A training guild hast, if I remember right. A little switchback. Da-dum, ba-dum. So, you're Caden Einvies, the fearless leader of the elite adventurer unit. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Rihatan Sas Arvina departed Castrum Occidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Line 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Line 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Maybe if you can actually see. Line 3, here. We've got nothing for you neither. Sent line 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait, disregard previous message. Target sighted. Again, I say again, target sighted. The airman has landed. I repeat, the airman has landed. Understood. Hold your positions. Attention all units. This is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. The first step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. No pressure or anything, not at all, huh? Nope. 'Tis no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. See, I think I only did a couple of different voices through those cutscenes. Probably might have accidentally switched to a number of different accents. I think there's only a couple of characters I voiced there, though. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Caden, and bring us Riaton's head. May Rhalgr grant you strength. Commence diversionary maneuvers. I'd say unleash the doves. Not actually to unleash doves, but if you want a very big distraction, release a bunch of doves into somewhere. So I gotta make my way in here. He did pull off that. Thought I might have gotten out of the way in time, but I guess I didn't. Because these guys are pretty much all around my level. So I don't want to fight more than one, maybe two of them at a time. And they're all going to aggro on me. Okay, that time I got out of the way in time. Actually, I want to go ahead and pop the last of my raisins. Slight boost to stats, but mostly XP boost. And took him down before they could pull off the Heartstopper. Well, you did see me. Because they are a tank, so they'll have bits where they're taking less damage. Hello. Just pull you over here real quick. Okay. We made it through their forces. Just as somebody aggroed on me? Nope, I'm out of here. Poof, I'm gone. Yeah, the big dude with the shield guns. It appears we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the woman who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer?
I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Ocidens. Bold strategy, to be sure. But have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for her. Send word to Cast from Ocidens. Tell him the Laminsons are coming.
At once, my lord. By your command.
"15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems: poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would have eventually have destroyed itself.
You know what? People here aren't suffering that bad. The majority of the suffering is caused by you and your people.
But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known. He only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression.
You're talking about exactly oppression.
Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Von Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason...
You're the one deaf to reason. You're too much ringing in your ears from those barrels and guns firing off that close to your head.
In the name of Lord Van Belsar, I, Riatan Sas Arvina, do swear to strike you down.
Ah, you villains in your monologuing. Your ego, along with your monologuing. Gotta watch what I'm doing here. Efreet. Come forth, roast his ass. Oh. So here. Technique passed down in my homeland. We'll come up over this way. So I'm rather glad I'm not a melee type character. This fight would be a completely different beast, having to stay close to him. But all your melee DPS have an extra ability though that lets them basically lifesteal. Ooh, so I got a better. Maybe if you didn't telegraph your attack so obviously, you might actually hit me with more of them. I say that knowing that later big bosses and later expansions do not telegraph their attack so obviously. There we go.
This is the strength of she who vanquished Titan.
Let us aid you, my lord. He's telling him to get away from here. In the meantime, they're kicking my ass. Got one of them down. Throw a shield up real quick. Two down. Nope, nope, nope. Three down, one to go. Kind of wish that his attack would hurt them too. Now what you got to say? Calling me a bastard?
Your conviction and courage will be for naught. This I swear. Will not be for naught.
I was saying that about his, the man you told to stay away didn't listen to you. So now it's my fault. Up. Okay. Just barely got out of range. His skills got a bit of an upgrade. Oh, come on, let me stop moving for a second so I can cast at you and do damage. You gotta read the directions that they're going. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. Got him down right around less than half, maybe close to a third of his life left. There we go. Power! They definitely keeping you on your toes for this fight. Just about got him. There we go. Oh. Okay. He's done. I put my book away. Phase 1 of Operation Archon is complete. But he ain't totally dead yet.
You are stronger than I had expected. But I have my honor. I cannot. I will not yield.
You have your honor, but you also have a lot of heavy armor on. You just got the tar beat out of you. At least either take some of the armor off or build your strength back up until you can... Oh, okay. He's literally got me bound to this spot. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Okay, I'm getting him worn down, but he's wearing me down pretty good too. Between the DOT with the flame we're standing in, and this cone attack he keeps throwing at me. Just about got him though. Got him. Whew. Probably didn't throw as many heals back at myself as I did, but I like to be a little bit overcautious on that.
Forgive me. I have failed you. Lord von Belsar!
Most of that heat damage is what you caused to your armor, not me. And there goes the Magitech transporter that this base relied on. Bye-bye. Okay.
That light. The Magitech transporter.
Caden, are you there? What news of Ryaton? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. Be a lot of Magitech energy that just dumped into the aether. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Ryaton Ses Arvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Yay, hurrah, woohoo, yippee, yeah, uh-huh. Let's do it.
"'Tis I. Seems you've done it again, Caden. I'd raise our tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory.
There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridinium and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now, stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host." Laha Brea / Thancred.
Look, Hydaelyn, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon, darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God.
Nice framing device using that ring we just shut down for him to disappear into. Nice way to just kind of frame the character there for a moment. He's getting the report. And all, not, that guard notwithstanding, but all three others in that room, we're going to beat up.
"The Prefectus, slain?"
Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Ryaton.
"Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing, even as their commander yielded up his last breath? Should prove they questioned his right."
"I cannot say that for them, my lord." "Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum.
So this is their answer. Very well. We shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance."
You're saying resistance is futile?
Yes, my lord.
So that's why they all set fancy outfits. If resistance is futile, are they being funded by the board? Alrighty. Now needing just under 4,000 experience. Cyanide-Vis, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relate to you the particulars of your next mission. See, I'm gonna go... Yeah, because this was a 49... Level 49 quest. There we go. I'm now level 50. So we're gonna go to Gridania, do the summoner job quest to get the last piece of the relic armor. Okay. Taking a quick momentary break amongst all the major questing to do a quick minor quest. So get Evoker's Doublet. Summoner's Attire Coffer, okay. Enkindle. Yes. Kaden, there's been a terrible incident. My poor colleagues at St. Koinek's Find, murdered! The reports are confused, but they all mention the same black-robed attacker. You know as well as I do that Tristan is behind this massacre. He has indeed grown bold, or desperate, to commit such a brazen act. We should set off to Mordona at once and speak with any survivors. It may be that we can glean some idea of what that cold-hearted monster was after, or where he might strike next. We must stop him, Kaden. Okay, St. Koinek's Find. That's right, that's there off of Mordona. Sitting on the bench talking to each other. How sweet. Okay. We gotta go this way. Excuse the spinning camera. I was trying to make sure I was gonna be going the right direction. Just passive lightning sprites out here to begin with. And a few Gigas. It would still come after me if I got close enough. Like that one right there just did. There. Say, leave me alone. Oh, where's the person I need to talk to? Step over all the way over there, okay. Yes, I'm absolutely certain. It was the same dark summoner whom Ymitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the soul crystal of an Allegan summoner, when a man in black robes suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally, we objected to this arrogant imposition, but he simply sneered at our refusal. The next moment, the world exploded into flame. Through a haze of agony, I saw him snatch the soul crystal from a smoldering body, stride off towards the singing shards. That bastard slaughtered my friends. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact vengeance, then I pray you show him the same mercy he afforded us. Okay. Another soul crystal? Yes. Makes sense he would shift his attention to a more easily obtainable gem. After all your progress, you would now make for a most formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory earlier. I suspected that Tristan might desire the soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I am at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these Allegan relics. We shall just have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let us be on our way. Okay, then we gotta go up this way. Alrighty, get caught up a little bit here. There we go. Let me zoom it out so I can get a better idea where I'm going. don't want to... I can handle these haplets. I just don't want to have to. But I guess I'm going to now. Okay. Let's see. Duty calls. Commence battle for primal burdens. Proceed. Just happened to where I needed to go. Happened to be the same place as this fate. But my fight is not the fate. Ah. I have brought you the soul crystals as promised. Ah, yes, these appear to be authentic Allegan artifacts. Very well, I shall honor our bargain. From within these gems I will draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners, the slumbering essence of an elder primal. All the attendant knowledge and power shall be yours. So he just wanted the knowledge and power quickly and easily. He didn't want to have to work for it. Oh gods, the pain. Ah, the bubbling summoner and her incompetent lackey make an appearance at last. You think to capture me? Fools! I have orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it is true, but through the wisdom of the Paragons, I now command the power of an elder primal. You made a deal with the Paragons? And you call us fools? The Ascians will never relinquish their hold on you. A small price to pay. If you could but feel the strength that fills my entire being, it is indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the beast tribes and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will rise no more. Hear me, O demon king of devouring flame. Feed on my ever-burning anguish and be reborn! The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. But first, there's one more soul crystal that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. That's one heavy-duty large Ifrit hanging there. Tristan Nightflicker. Oh, you just do okay. So you summon, and then you absorb your summon's life force. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very friendly thing to do to your summons. So you summon them in, you let them do an attack, you use a bit of their power that they grant to you, their own will. And you move on to the next one. That was actually kind of easy.
By all the memories of summoners past, I should have been unstoppable. I will sear the disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Deprived of worshippers, the primal that tempered my weak-willed sibling will wither into oblivion.
So, I see my order's records were accurate. Though it was buried deep in the archives, I but recently uncovered a report that described how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fated encounter with Infreet, was he not? I imagine your superiors in the Immortal Flames thought it a mercy to conceal that inglorious detail.
Once the soft-headed fool had been tempered, there was no saving him. Thus I took it upon myself to expunge the stain of embarrassment. But my work is left undone. All primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add to the power I required. How can you not see? I am the sword of vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse.
So when my corpse is finally blasted, you can have it, but it's not going to be you that does the blasting. You don't even have the power to maintain a summon it yourself anymore. But you just use it as a flashbang. But I wonder which struck the first blow to his sanity, the despair at his brother's tempering, or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It is ironic to think that, discounting the means, our purposes were fundamentally one and the same. A summoner employs the savagery of the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness, until, eventually, the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it a burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield, Caden. It's time we return to Apkalu Falls. The Dark Summoner is no more. Nice combat music when I'm just standing here. There we go. A 360 jump. Oh, how I would love to declare our troubles at an end, but I fear the Ascian with whom Tristan made his bargain is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are their weakest, speaking honey words to lead them down the road to destruction. In this manner, they seek to plunge the realm of Eorzea into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil their never-ending schemes and foul plots. An outright war against the Ascians looms closer day by day. Thus would I have you armor yourself with this last piece of the Evoker's attire. It was discovered at the same dig site whence Tristan seized the soul crystal, and the St. Coinix Find researchers, grateful for your actions in bringing the murderous summoner to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be over-prepared when heading into battle against a paragon. Wear it proudly, Caden. Speaking of preparations, were you aware of the deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars? A technique exists that allows you to tap into the full potential of your Eggie. You must have seen Tristan employing this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from the Soul Crystal. Still your mind now, Caden, and you will hear the voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in their greatest achievement. The true power of the Eggie will be yours. Let's see. Enkindle. Just boosts their attacks. It's a passive ability, if I remember right. Yeah, it's a trait. For the Realm Reborn. Certain MSQ I have to complete to unlock the next from her. But let's just see. Out of curiosity, I have one. Okay. Okay, these are mounts, which are like, you know, more expensive. Okay. Okay. There's a summoner's outfit right there. This is have item level 90. So this is all item level 50s and 50s. Ooh. So let's see here. Vitality. Okay, yeah. Yeah, slightly darker color setup. But there we go. Much more powerful gear than what I had on before. Just out of curiosity. Yep. Okay. I think somebody just finished the level 45 job quest for what they were doing. It's kind of snazzy. I like the wings on the back are a nice touch. I don't like how low the leather goes here. And I mean, I know what the horn is supposed to do and say, but I've already got 2 horns on my head. I don't need a third. But let's see. I've got the Vesper Bay tickets. Let's go back to Vesper Bay. Do the next couple of MSQ. No, gotta go up this way. Alrighty, level 49 weapon coffer. Might actually be better than what I've got right now. We'll see. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbrand and the Rohanto Sea. Ere long, the 3rd phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flames shall strike at Castrum Meridinium by way of a diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castro Meridinium in northern Thanalan. That is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Bluefog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Little, rabble-rousing tourist. It's Thanalan. Yeah, it's still here. It's at a Camp Bluefog. Which I do not have a, yeah. To go to Blackbrush Station and go north. Because I haven't even been to that area yet. Alrighty. A couple out north is where I gotta go. Yep, up this way. Bum, 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 bum. It's not, nope. So used to flying and teleporting, I forget how, you know, the actual ways you're supposed to go to get from place to place. Alrighty. Just before I do anything, I do want to attune to this Aetherite. I can teleport here real quick. And then this is in the same area, so... Actually... Let me Chocobo Keep, there we go. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna attune to the safe right up here. I believe there's a, yep, Choco Keep right next to it. So I'll use that to ride back. A dark, dreary, menacing place such as this. Imagine having just, you know, standard patrols out here watching for enemies and trying to decide what's moving shadow, what's giant lizard, and what's actual enemy. So tune to this one. Hired Chocobo Porter to get back to Bluefog. Run, birdie, run! I can't do what I'm thinking I want to do while I'm riding, but I want to check. Yep, none of this stuff is, none of this stuff's spirit bonded enough to pull materia out of. Probably need to go through my armory chest and see what gear I've got that's too low a level even for my retainer. I've been upgrading her gear a little bit at a time too. You know, here in the darker area, this looks brighter and this looks better here in this light.
No, Sergeant Einvies, your most welcome presence here at Camp Blue Fog. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castrum Meridinium at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. Their minds are in their butts? The garrison's mood is dark, so daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. With a hero such as you walking among them, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls.
I guess having your mind on your butt would be where crappy ideas come from. Okay. Some earrings that I'm not going to worry about because the earrings I've got are the best ones. So I will take the money.
Sergeant Einvies, I mentioned I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women of our garrison. Worry not. It is no unnecessarily laborious task we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in their midst would no doubt serve to restore them in a measure of morale. So I ask of you this. Make your way to the cerulean processing plant. Report to General Raubon once you have arrived. And Godspeed, Sergeant Einvies. Our troops are counting on you.
It was just there. Is that 50 gil still going to be less than what it would cost me to teleport up there? Actually, I can, no, I can't look that way. Okay, never mind. I was going to pull up the teleporting menu. But I can't do that either while I'm mounted on a company chocobo. A hired chocobo. Exactly, my chocobo is a company chocobo too. Okay, there's Raubon. Standing there with his arms crossed. Okay.
Well, if it isn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about camp here is grim at best. I was hoping your presence alone might serve to raise the spirits some. Unfortunately, I've seen the many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and self-pity. They have yet to even notice you have arrived. I might ask you to make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirit falters. I don't mind to do it myself. I'm quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Edelstein. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know.
Okay. Me and my little chocobo eggshell here. Oh, that's right. I need to do the emote. Garleans are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked as my name day. Let's get pumping up. Yeah, I break my fast on Garleans, and right now I'm very hungry. So you're gonna eat the enemy for breakfast, okay? Oh, it is almost 7 a.m., so it'd still be a breakfast time. Yep, that makes sense. Your stirring gesticulation has reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. Actually, I'm going to do one thing before I speak with him there. Repair gear. Okay. That stuff wasn't as damaged as I thought it might have been. You would stoke my fighting spirit as you did our recruits? Haha! Kind offer, but hardly necessary. I assure you, the fire in my heart rages as strongly as it ever has. Oh. By Roger, without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve had grown dim. But thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. There you go, Edelston. But that reminds me, Sergeant Eidvis, there is one other matter. Prior to launching our final offensive, we will be conducting a series of special training exercises, centered on common combat maneuvers and their telltale markers. I thought you might fancy a spot of warming up before we face off against the Garleans, so I've taken the liberty of applying for clearance on your behalf. Hall of the Novice Training expanded. Okay. These solo challenges will teach you how to interpret attack markers seen during combat. Access them anytime, either. Okay, yep. We will do that another time. I think there's probably an additional reward for it too. But again, more earrings that I'm not going to use. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this I thank you. And now, the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Rawbon awaits you at Castro Meridinium. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust you are up to the task. Godspeed, Sergeant Eidvis. Be that much of a trek, I'll go ahead and I've already named this area Raubon's Push. Haven't even had the fight yet, and they're already naming it after him. Give lending Boots a quick hand there. Ah. That's one thing about this game too. If you're stuck, people are more than willing to lend a hand.
Our hero returns. Trust your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once.
I think it'll be a long brief or a short brief. Briefing and explaining our plans right at the doorstep of the enemy's gates. Maybe not the best location for it.
Brothers and sisters of the lands, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by news of the siege of Castromorians, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Ostendens and Castrum Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success! Reports tell us that the Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded not one ilm. With Occidens, Meridum, and Orions thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Sentry. And that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridanium, the den of the Black Wolf.
My fellow Eorzeans, I am Philia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer Kaden Einvies. You all know her as the woman who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Kaden, however. We know her as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf, a true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. Why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for her.
Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridanium as to afford Kaden and her comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the Ultima weapon. All troops, prepare for battle.
I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know, though, that I will be praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you.
We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades, for Eorzea!
For Eorzea! For Eorzea! Yeah! Yep, alright, yep, let's go. Go now, Kaden, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Castrum Meridianum, now available. Now, this is a dungeon I will have to queue up for, and if I remember right, it has no skippable cutscenes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. We will get into this dungeon next episode. I'm going to do a couple of things live here while on stream, because I do record these live at twitch.tv/Elecnor. So come on out, hang out, see what I do between episode recordings. Be sure to give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and ring ding rang clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos go up and others appear on the channel. If you like the video, share it with your friends. If you didn't like the video, share it with your enemies. You know, annoy everybody with sharing of this video. Thanks for watching. See you around. Bye-bye now.